Hello my friends, Jerry Rosa here in Studio M over on the metalworking side of the shop. I was sent this, it's kind of a no-name battery charger, but there is a name on the charger and it says Yonhan, Y-O-N-H-A-N, Yonhan. And it says it's a 12 volt 20 amp or a 24 volt 10 amp portable charger. It's going to be baptism by fire because I've got a battery that I've tried to charge a couple of times with some real good chargers and it doesn't seem to hold any charge. We're going to test it first and then we're going to put this charger on it and leave it overnight. Tomorrow we'll see how well this thing did. First I thought I'd show you the box that it came in. Now you can see there's really no name on this. It just says portable battery charger. So they're not too proud of their name, but I'm going to call it a Yonhan. Let's test this battery and see how well this battery's doing. I've got a Harbor Freight battery tester. We'll clip it on here. The needle is at the 12 volts. Let's turn this on and see whether it shows that it's okay or if it's bad. Wow, it's beyond bad. It started frying. Wow, that was weird. It went all the way, it dead pulled it. Well, that time it's better. Shows it's weak. So apparently I didn't have these tight enough. Right now it just shows it's weak. Slightly below the green, so I guess there may be hope for the battery. You just never know. I've charged it several times in the past. Off camera, just to be clear, I pulled these caps off and I checked and the liquid was up to the normal point. So I didn't add anything to it or anything since the last time I charged it. It's still the same way it's been. Now I have not read the directions on this charger. Typically, I don't read directions on a charger. I just plug them in and they generally work. Let's see if that's the case here. So, putting the clamps on. Whoa! And now I don't have the charger plugged in yet, but you can already see it's giving you some information. It says it's a 12 point something volt and it's 22 degrees centigrade, or Celsius. That's kind of cool. It gives you some information right up front. 12.4 volts. So it's already got some voltage and 22 degrees C. So that looks pretty good to me. Plug it in and see what happens. That's amazing. I didn't expect that. Now maybe I should read the directions. Plugged it in and right away it looks like it's trying to charge. It's going from 20 up to 100% and it's pulsing. It says it's a car battery. I'm going to see if I can pull this plastic off here. I think there's some plastic covering the screen maybe. Yeah, that didn't come off. Anyway, there is a plastic over the screen. I'm going to see if I can get it off. Yep. There you go. Looks real nice. You can hear the fans going off in here. So as you set it down, it's got an angle up on it, which is kind of nice. Helps you see it a little better. I wonder what this code means. Here it is. The mode desulfation. Only for car mode. This process lasts about 5 minutes and then it turns the normal charging process. So it's doing a desulfonation right now, which I think that's pretty cool. So this little battery charger, well now here again you can see the name right there. That's about all I'm going to do for now. If I see anything change on here, I'll report back. But right now we're just going to let it do its thing. And thought you might find it interesting to see how the screen is changing now. I'll zoom it in. And in case you can't see it for some reason, I'll tell you what it's doing. It's 2.5 amps there, 13.8 volts, 32 degrees C. That's what it's detecting, I guess, and sending into the battery. It just changed to this mode a moment ago after the desulfonization, And let me tell you, this is what they call a 7-stage charger. Let me read the stages to you while that you're watching that screen. Stage 1 is a battery desulfonation. Stage 2 is soft start charging, which is where I think it is. Stage 3 is bulk charging. Stage 4 is absorption charging. Stage 5 is battery test. Stage 6 is recondition charging. Stage 7 is float and maintenance charging. So we're going to let it do its thing. We'll come back and check on it tomorrow. Well, my friends, it's the next day. Quite honestly, I forgot about this, and it's now 2:15 in the afternoon. But you can see it says it's full. So that's what this thing's supposed to do. It's supposed to charge the battery full. Let's see how well it did. I'm going to unplug it here. And I'm going to take this off. And now let's get the tester and see what it shows and see if it's any better than it was. Quite honestly, whatever it shows, it's really not a reflection against this. In other words, if this is not fixed, it's probably not this charger's fault. This battery has pretty much hosed. It's an old battery and it's been sitting around, and I just kind of kept it because it sort of holds a little bit of charge. But here we go. We're going to put the tester on here now and see what it shows. I'm going to make sure I get good connections. And I can tell you already for sure it's going higher than it was before. So let's see if the tester goes weak or bad. Stayed a little bit in the green. It's starting to go into the weak, into the yellow. Before it went, first of all, it went all the way over here, and then later it went bad over here. So that's way better. Well, my friends, it's a little too soon to say that this is a really good charger or not. So far, it looks like it does exactly what it says it's going to do. One thing I really like about it is the 7-stage charging procedure that it goes through. I think that's pretty darn cool. I like the fact that it gives you a good status on here all the time. I haven't tried to read every single thing about the charger yet. It's just a pretty neat little charger. I really do like it so far. Time will tell whether it makes it on the products I use page or not. That's the real test. Will it make it there? But right now, it's headed that way. I think it's a pretty decent machine. Whether this battery holds charge over the next day or two will really tell me something about the charger too. Whether or not it really did repair the battery. Well, my friends, it's been exactly 14 days since we charged this battery with the Yonhan battery charger. And I think it's time to test this thing again and see if it's held the charge or if it has dropped off. Now, quite honestly, like I said, I don't think it's a reflection on the charger, even if it does drop off, because this battery is shot. But let's just see. All right, here we go. I have not tested it, I promise you. Look at there, it's still in the green, the needle is. In fact, it's up pretty high. So let's see if it drops all the way down to the bad. No, it's still hanging right there, right exactly where it was after we finished charging it. Now that's after 14 days. I think I have to give a little bit of credit to this battery charger for that, because that's pretty cool. Because I guarantee you that battery has not been working. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Now, I'll just let you know that since then, I have charged several other things, and I'll show you those other things. And this is one of those applications. I've used this charger to charge on my sawmill. This is a deep cycle battery, and it doesn't have a deep cycle setting, but it does have a car setting, and it works just fine on that. So that's what I've used. It did a great job. I used this thing all day long yesterday, and it worked perfectly. I never had any weakness in the battery. And the battery's not even weak now, but I thought I'll just go ahead and put this back on there to top it off. That battery holds charge a very long time. But this charger, I'm really impressed with it. I like it a lot. I'll show you something else I've charged with this charger. Well, if you've been watching my channel a long time, you know that I've always struggled keeping this battery charged on this Polaris Ranger. Even brand new batteries go dead. I put the solar charging on top of the roof there. Maybe you can see it.
and I have that where it trickle charges the battery all the time, and it does a good job. It really does do a good job. But the other day while I was working on the Ranger, I thought, well, I'll just plug that other charger into this and see how well it does. And in just a few minutes, it had it topped off, and it was really nice. So I really like that charger a lot. I can't really say enough good things about it.
So far, I like this charger. One more time, it's a Yonhan, Y-O-N-H-A-N, and it's 12 to 24 volts, 20 amps on the 12 volt, and 10 amps on the 24 volt. I'm pretty happy with it. I want to say thank you to the folks that sent this to me. And if I decide I really like it, for sure, you'll see it on the Products I Use page.